This is Harry Murray and Murray's Fly Shop in Edinburgh, Virginia. Today we're going to talk about cleaning and dressing the line on the reels. A couple good reasons for doing this. One, if you're fishing dry flies or surface bugs, something like that, when you keep the line clean and dressed, it's going to float better. Another thing that's important is that it's going to shoot better. If distance is a factor, you're definitely going to get more distance with it. If you're using it in the winter, by keeping the fly line clean to where water just doesn't hang on it, it's not going to freeze up in the guide so well. Now this is just the way I do mine, and I'm not saying it's the only way to do it. I've got a nail in one side of my basement and a nail on the other side of my basement. My basement sink is right there. So what I do is I strip the whole fly line off, tie it to the nail on one side, go all the way across my basement, tie it to the nail on the other side. Now the first thing I do, I get a paper towel, get it moist, and with either ivory or dial cake soap, I just put some soap on there and wash up and down and up and down and up and down the line. I go up and down the whole line with that soap on that paper towel probably about 4 times. And if you think this isn't doing something, just look at your paper. Well, even that one right in my hand is already getting grubby, and I only went about 1 foot. But you'll be amazed how much grub you'll get off that thing. So the first thing to do is wash it all the way up and down and up and down. Now, you want to get that soap off of there because the soap can act like a surface active agent. So what I do, my sink's right there. I take a 7 paper towel, get it all soggy wet, and up and down and up and down and up and down the line about 3 or 4 times to rinse all of that soap off of there. Then the third thing I do, another paper towel. This time I'm keeping it dry and up and down the line about 4 or 5 times. That gets all the water off of it. It's now clean and it's dry. Then the next step, I use Glide line dressing. Just put a couple drops on the paper towel, and again, right back to my same line hanging on my nails, up and down the line, this time maybe 6 times or so. I want to get that thoroughly dressed with that Glide line dressing. Now, for my personal wants, it's very important to rub that line down. I've got the last paper towel again is dry, and I'm going to wipe all of that line dressing off of there. And you may say, well, what was the point of putting it on there in the first place? Actually, what gets down in the microscopic pores of the line does the job. But you want to go back and rub all of that dressing off of there. The reason for that is if the dressing builds up on the line, the dirt can be attracted to that, and actually it defeats the purpose. I had a real good friend, brought a fly rod in here, showed it to me, and said, Harry, what's wrong with these guides? This rod is only a month old. He had been doing everything here, but he didn't rub the dressing down. He was fishing a farm pond here close to Edinburgh. The line got down in the dirt around the farm pond, picked up the dirt. That going back and forth through his guides had destroyed the snake guides on his rod. He had no alternative but to replace those. So wash it, rinse it, dry it, dress it, and rub it down. When I'm real conscientious about it, I'll do that about especially on my bass lines and my dry fly lines here in Virginia, I'll try to dress them about every 4th or 5th trip.